Hong Kong, a city of opportunity. Invest, where the world's most prominent international brands are flourishing. In a place that nurtures businesses so they grow. Building connections between East and West. Set up shop in a place where an entrepreneurial spirit abounds. Launch and expand your business where smart also means safe. Where you can easily find the talent with the right backgrounds and skills. Invest Hong Kong is here for you to get you started and help you grow. Where business goes to grow.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly my great pleasure to be here to welcome all of you to Life Matters 2023. It's great to get together at AIA Vitality Park by our beautiful Central Harbourfront. And I must, first of all, express my most sincere appreciation to Jasper and his entire team for putting this event together to celebrate Hong Kong's reopening to the rest of the world. Invest Hong Kong is very pleased to be the presenting sponsor for Life Matters opening session, Hello Hong Kong. As a humble sponsor, obviously our pocket is not as deep as Hong Kong Tourism Board's, but we are trying to do our best.
Can all of our sponsors stop talking about how much money they're paying? I know it's an event about events, but sorry, keep going.
But as we've heard from Ding earlier, the Hello Hong Kong campaign was launched last month to unveil a series of promotional activities for inbound visitors and also a lot of new attractions to attract them. And obviously, we are very excited that many international major events are coming back to Hong Kong. Just in March alone, we are seeing a jam-packed event schedule encompassing music, art, sports, entertainment, Web3, and so on. It's truly amazing. And Hong Kong has always been an events capital, but to further enhance Hong Kong's international image, our financial secretary has earmarked 100 million Hong Kong dollars for attracting even more mega events to be staged in Hong Kong. And I'm sure that my colleagues at the Hong Kong Tourism Board, Ding and his team, are stepping up their efforts to promote Hong Kong and attract tourists. And Invest Hong Kong is also very keen to provide our support in this regard. And in the following Hello Hong Kong session, I think we'll all find out what's in the pipeline in Hong Kong, what's in store for Hong Kong, what are some new events being planned and produced. And we certainly welcome event producers from Hong Kong and all over the world to bring more new and exciting events to our city. And at Invest Hong Kong, we are certainly going to launch a series of aggressive promotional events globally to reach out to companies and investors who are interested to learn more about Hong Kong's unique business advantages and opportunities, to really facilitate them to grow their businesses in and via Hong Kong. And in short, we are certainly committed to supporting global investors, and we do look forward to providing our services to some of you here. So before I close, I would just like to thank once again Brendan for organizing Life Matters in Hong Kong, and also all our distinguished speakers and panelists today for sharing their insights and, more importantly, their passion about Hong Kong with all of us. With that, I wish you all a very enjoyable and fruitful no-mask conference. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you for the 100 million Hong Kong dollars. Right, as we said, we have a very, very exciting month ahead. The first event after today is everyone, as I said earlier today, everyone's favorite music festival is back. And ladies and gentlemen, possibly slightly busier than me today. Please welcome one of the partners of the greatest music festival in the world, Mr. Mike Hill.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you had me a little bit worried there. I saw you walking off.
Well, no, I was what was going on. I'm not very well prepared for this, but anyway, I've got a bit
Mike,
going on.
Well, you've got quite a lot going on this weekend. So maybe
Yes.
for the people who've landed from Mars, what is Clockenflap? What can we expect this weekend? How's it going to be different to 2018 was the last one?
Yep. So Clockenflap is a music festival. It's Hong Kong's biggest, longest running music festival. We've been doing it since 2008. We've been through various different venues, but this has become, Central has become our home for the last however many years. Obviously, we had a little break. 2019, something happened, which I'm not allowed to mention.
It's $100.
$100, I didn't mention it. Yeah, so then we haven't done it since then. So this is our first time since then, and it's the first time that we've ever sold out, which is amazing, as obviously that's quite a testament to what's going on. Yeah, very exciting. That's not going to get you tickets, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no.
What's different? Actually, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of business as usual for us, really. You know, I mean, there's some nuts and bolts stuff that's different, but we've got an amazing lineup, and we've got an amazing audience coming, and the sun is shining, and no masks. I mean, so yeah. Otherwise, it's business as usual.
So first band on 5:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Don't put me on the spot like that. I can tell you what the last one is.
And
The Arctic Monkeys.
What have you learned from the last 3 years?
What have we learnt for the last 3 years? Wow, what have we learnt for the last 3 years? We've been trying to figure out a path through it all, right? That's the thing. We have another business, which is our ticketing business. So we've been soldiering on with that, and we did all the things that you try to do: digital, online, offline, NFTs. But it's just about resilience, and we've kept our team together. That's the most important thing. So right next door, there's this unbelievable group of people who are actually really having a good time in there. Normally, everyone's like working hard, and there's a bit of stress, but there isn't. It's just everyone's enjoying themselves, and somehow we managed to keep all these people together. And there's this idea that everybody's left Hong Kong. They're not. They're all still there working away and building this festival. So it's really about keeping the family together. That's what it's been about.
Well, it's brilliant, and it's a brilliant partnership as well. And thank you again for your partnership for this year and in 2019 as well. Mm-hmm. And we're really looking forward to this weekend. If they do start sound checking this afternoon, can you turn it down a bit?
No.
Have a brilliant weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mike Hill.
Thanks very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Jasper.
Actually, my favourite Clockenflap story that I have told everyone, but I'm going to tell it again because I can. 13-year-old daughter and I, 2018, about to walk in. She's been to every single one since 2008. About to walk into the door, VIP, backstage, blah, blah, blah. Daddy, do you mind if I go in a different entrance to you? I can't be seen walking to Clockenflap with my dad. And then she said, would you take your mum? Yeah, okay. Don't film that. Okay, up next, we're going to watch a video because there is a very large sporting event going on at the end of the month, which is possibly the greatest sporting event in the world. I might be biased on that. Let's see what's happening with the Sevens.
Keep going at them every single play. Get stuck in.
Got each other's back. Just do what we're good at.
Get up in the line. Put some shots on. Come on, Hong Kong on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hong Kong!
to thank you. In that video, if you noticed, any of the fans wearing pink were the Sai Kung Stingrays, possibly the greatest rugby team in the world, rugby club in the world. Don't argue. Robbie, thank you so much for joining us at Live Matters today. Great to see you. Obviously, you had a bit of a warm-up in November with the Sevens then. But what are we going to see? What are we going to see at the end of the month?
Thanks, Jasper. Great to be here. Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves in November so much we thought we'd do it again. Not much time for the turnaround. Some of the team are here today. You'll be back in the office later on this afternoon. But yeah, we're tremendously excited. We're back in the normal slot and a huge amount to look forward to. I think one of the key things is that Rugby Sevens week is back. Obviously in November there weren't so many of the traditional supporting events taking place, but this time absolutely full throttle. So the weekend before we've got the all girls tournament, which I know is again something very close to your heart. And the Hong Kong Jockey Club are working with us on a sports carnival at Ocean Park. And then as we get into the week, we've got Tradition Football Club 10s is back, which is fantastic, Wednesday and Thursday. But there's 18 other brunches, lunches, drinks, dinners hosted by the consulates, the chambers, societies, rugby clubs, charities, all in the lead up to the weekend. We've even managed, and this was quite a feat, but we've even managed to get the St David, St Andrews and St George's societies to come together for an event. Now, to get the Scots and the English and the Welsh to cooperate on something is not that easy. But because it's a combined Great Britain men's and women's team this time, so they're actually doing a joint event, which is fantastic. And, as you hinted at, on the Friday...
Drum roll. Announcement, ladies and gentlemen.
There could be a very special Rugby Matters, couldn't there?
I think we can announce that we are going to be doing Rugby Matters breakfast on the Friday of the Hong Kong Sevens.
Very exciting, very exciting. Talking of announcements, so obviously a key part of the Sevens is the entertainment, is the music, and we have got a veritable smorgasbord of music for everyone to enjoy this time. We have on the Saturday, Hong Kong's favourite two-tone ska act, the Red Stripes, will be performing, but they'll be joined by a very special guest, Belgium's legendary pop star Plastique Bertrand will be singing with the Red Stripes. Then on Sunday, we change the vibe somewhat with DJ Soda from Korea. But on the Friday, this is live breaking news. First to know it, the people here today, our opening ceremony on the Friday, the headline act will be Canto Pop award-winning star Joyce Chiang.
Wow. Fantastic. It actually last year it was great to see such a mix of cultures at the stadium.
Yeah, I mean last year we were very keen to, as we are doing this time, utilise Hong Kong acts as well as international acts, because again, obviously the music industry's had a tough few years, like we all have. We're also this time we're very proud. We are doing promotion with Ocean Park and with Star Ferry. In fact, with the teams, we'll be arranging Star Ferry trips for them. We'll do welcome drinks with Star Ferry. Again, Star Ferry and Ocean Park, another couple of iconic Hong Kong brands that have had a rough few years. So I think it's nice for us to be able to, in this whole spirit of collaboration and partnership, do stuff together as we come out of it.
Brilliant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the finest sporty event ever. I'll be doing my 26th this year. So please congratulate and thank you.
Because you didn't stick to the script. You're supposed to say there's something else about what's new.
What's exciting? Yes, sorry.
Because the one thing that I have to say is it is going to be a very, very historic event. Still only at $1,950 for 3 days, which is incredible value. But it is going to be a very, very special event because for the first time ever, we've got the women's series teams playing alongside the men in a combined tournament. So it's 3 really full days, but we've got the 11 best women's teams in the world, the 15 best men's teams, and joined by both the Hong Kong men's and women's teams to complete the lineup. So it's going to be 3 incredible days of rugby action and Plastic Bertrand.
It's amazing. So that means with the girls, but if you got the 11 top girls teams, does that mean that that's the Sai Kung Stingrays under 14s girls as well?
I see that Sai Kung did very well in Bangkok, I see.
Oh, very good. Robbie, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with the tournament at the end of the month. And with Rugby Matters, you heard it here first.
Thank you. See you at the Sevens.
Okay, up next we have a new face to the stage, someone I worked with a long time ago, new CEO of the South China Morning Post, and a company that has been getting very, very, very involved in events over the last few years. Please welcome Catherine So.
Thank you, Jasper. So good to see you again in Hong Kong.
I don't think I've ever called you Catherine. You're CISO.
CISO.
Right, yeah. So, Catherine, please, for people who don't know you, congratulations on the new job. But tell us a little bit about yourself and what South China Morning Post have been doing with events over the last few years, and what's coming up.
Yeah, awesome. So South China Morning Post, we are celebrating 120th anniversary this year in November, so definitely very exciting. With events, we've actually, I don't know if you know, but we've actually been organizing a lot of different types of events through the years. The past few years have been interesting, right? If you go back to 2001, from not knowing whether or not it's going to be a live or virtual events, to last year, I remember in November, we had inaugural Hong Kong ASEAN events when Johnny was sitting next to me. He's like, hey, should all take off our mask. This is going to be different. To yesterday, finally all mask off. So certainly a lot of very exciting things to look forward to. But each year we organize about 20 to 30 events, ranging from flagship events on important topics from our China conference, Asia sustainability, to climate change, to Women of the Year, to our student events, to principal forums, all topics that everyone really cares about, matters that really affects their daily lives, to smaller events like C-suites to allow people to exchange ideas and connect with each other in a more closed-door forum. So just really excited to see Hong Kong coming back. It's like no one's wearing masks. It's so amazing to be able to see each other again and reconnect and see the faces and enjoy everything that Hong Kong has to offer.
So the Post transformed a lot over the last 3 years. I mean, we mentioned virtual and my hatred of them, but you actually did it. The Post did do an extremely good job with virtual events. I did actually. That's a first. Shut up. You did a lot of great. So you have transformed. What does the future look like for the helicopter, for the South China Morning Post? What kind of events have you got coming up in the future?
So we continue to have a series of events in the pipeline. The flagships that we do in the China conference, we started with one just in Hong Kong, right? Focusing more on topics such as what are the policies coming up that's going to impact investment opportunities or business opportunities and relationships between countries, to really expanding our franchise into in other countries. In March, we're having one in Singapore to really focus on business opportunities between Hong Kong and the ASEAN markets, and the role that Hong Kong plays to be a super connector between Hong Kong and the rest of the world. Last year, we also just started what's called the Principal Forum, basically bringing all the principals together to talk about the future of education, how to leverage AI, how to leverage Web3 in new form of learning. And so we have the principals here to exchange ideas, but also to bringing in the students to really talk to the principals directly. So, with Hong Kong coming back, we really look forward to continuing these dialogues live, and bringing in people from outside of the world to Hong Kong, as well as bringing Hong Kong to the rest of the world and telling the rest of the world all the opportunities that we have here, all the talents that we have here, all the resources that we have here, and all the expertise that we have here. So certainly a lot to look forward to. And on top of that, I just want to mention digital transformation. We have gone through years of digital transformation to what used to be a newspaper of record in Hong Kong to now over 30 million readers read SCMP every day. And these are people who are interested in topics in China, on Hong Kong, and Asia, and how it would impact them, be it personally or professionally. So definitely look forward to the coming year as we come back on the live stage again.
That's brilliant. Well, Catherine, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with the job. I know it's not a new job anymore, but good luck with everything. We've got some wonderful potential partners here as well. Catherine So.
Thank you. And congratulations, Jasper, on Live Matters.
Thank you. If you notice the aeroplane going overhead, that's because we're running a little bit late. Edward probably arranged that for his session with me. See if another one. Can you tell me that? Okay, we are going to go to the end of March again. We've been at the Sevens. There is something else going on at the same time as the Sevens for the first time. Please welcome the Senior Vice President of Marketing Partnerships, long-time Hong Kong person, James Dick. From Live Nation.
Thanks, Jasper.
James Dick.
Joe San, everyone. I'm here to talk about the 3 Ps, obviously. Politics, pivots, and the pandemic.
$600.
600? I thought it was...
three.
Okay, cool. What do you want me to talk about?
So what have you got coming up around the end of March? Little festival going on?
So the end of March, as everyone knows, is Hong Kong's favourite festival, which begins with C. So, of course, we're talking about Creamfields. Sorry, Mike, if you're still here. But no, we're relaunching Creamfields. It is going to be fantastic. Again, we've had record ticket sales, so over 25,000 revelers are going to be down at this wonderful venue. And it's not even world-class stars, it's legendary DJs. So we've got Chainsmokers, we've got Calvin Harris, we've got Tiesto. I can see everyone really excited. So yeah, that's going to be our major event at the end of March.
And what, I mean, is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Is it going the whole weekend?
So it dovetails very nicely with the Sevens. So once you've had your rugby fill and watch some rugby or just drunk beer, you can come down and it's going to be 2 days. So it'll be over the weekend in this wonderful venue.
It's here, right?
Yeah, it's here. So it's going to be a fantastic skyline running into the evening. So it's going to be great.
And Live Nation run Creamfields around the world, right? And what else has Live Nation got coming up in Hong Kong? Are you allowed to talk about anything?
I can. So look, we've got a couple of things. The great thing about working with Live Nation, look, we all went through the pandemic together. But we opened up globally in a lot of markets. And what I can tell you, we've just had our 22 numbers. And they're phenomenal. I mean, every single metric or every single KPI that we report is through the roof. So if you fast forward what's in store for us, I think it's incredibly positive. Ticket sales are up, partnership businesses are up, every single one of our divisions is up. So for us, we're very much focused on a concert business still. We've had Blackpink, if you were lucky enough to get a ticket and attend. That was superb, supported by our friends at AIA. We've had sold out Westlife shows, we've got ITZY, we've got a full catalogue of concerts coming through. If you missed out on Blackpink, we've got Treasure. I was trying to think of an analogy when I was in the hotel this morning. I'd sort of committed to doing some running, but I hadn't run for probably 3 years. And I went to the gym and I could see the treadmill and I thought, I think I remember one of those. And typically when you get in a treadmill, you know, if you haven't been for a while, you press, walk, and you get into a bit of a slow jog. That's nothing like our business at the moment. It is one of those YouTube videos where the treadmill's going at 15 miles per hour and then you sort of get on. So we're super busy. We've got lots of concerts coming through. We've got a festival platform and program that we're building out. Creamfields is one. I mean, we own 200 festival brands around the world. And then something that I'm very proud of, I think there's a huge intersection between sport and music. Robbie mentioned it with the Sevens. But golf is coming back to Hong Kong. So the Asian Tour is doing the World City Championships at the end of March up in Fanling. And we're working with Fanling to revitalise the Spectator Village. So we're curating that. So we're going to introduce music, fun for all ages to open sort of golf to a broader demographic. So I encourage you to go up to the golf event as well.
Fantastic. So is it too early to ask you for tickets for Creamfields?
I was completely sold out, but I might know someone who knows someone.
You know a guy. And $400 for your 4 Ps. Thank you very much.
There we go. No worries.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Dick. Thank you. Okay, our last conversation, we're going to look into the future. We're going to look to next March, 2024. But before we meet Casey, we're going to see a quick video.
I think we're bored. Bored of perfect, polished, pretty. I would much rather see chaotic energy.
Great ideas can come from anywhere.
I'm someone I never give up. Resilience is the word.
What problems there are that you can solve yourself.
We're developing not just the technology, but also the people around it and our organization, our understanding of how to work together.
You have to nurture a relationship for it to be successful.
And the best way to change that is not from the outside.
Be part of the dream, follow your passion, make the impossible possible.
You have the power to determine the direction in which this world moves.
If we can do it, everybody else can do it.
Let's do it together.
Thank you, Jasper.
I love this. I love this. Normally, if someone walked out on stage in a baseball cap and sunglasses, I thought it'd be very rude. But we've actually spoken.
You asked us to. So
we
I
warned
thought,
our speakers
also, when else
that
are you gonna do it?
from here on in, the sun is going to be in our faces for the next 4 hours. It's really starting to heat up. Casey, thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us and what's going on next March.
Great, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Lau. I'm the co-host of the RISE conference, which is the one in Hong Kong. What you just saw was Web Summit, which is the flagship event in Lisbon, Portugal. We do another show in Toronto, Canada, called Collision, and we're bringing RISE back. We haven't done one since 2019. We were able to sneak it in there right before, whatever. And we're coming back next year here in Hong Kong. And yeah, it's very exciting. Thank you. It's a tech conference. We bring a lot of startups, investors, corporates that are working in innovation to come to Hong Kong. And it's a very regional place. So we bring a lot of people from China, Japan, and Southeast Asia here to talk about what they're working on.
And so what can we expect? It's probably a little bit too early to talk about speakers a year out, right?
Exactly. It's a little bit early. So I wanted to show that video for Web Summit. That was November. That was 71,000 people. Just like the Live Nation, it's been a bullish, amazing year last year. Everyone's coming back. Toronto was huge. It's turning out to be big this year. We're doing Rio de Janeiro in May, already almost completely sold out. So I think the live conferences for tech are coming back, and that is what I want to bring to Hong Kong next year. I wanted to grow into that size with all our new venues and all the people that are coming back to Hong Kong.
So you've been doing a lot of traveling yourself, and the last 3 years we've been talking about learnings and stuff. What have you learned, and what do you think will be brought into the event?
I guess the main thing I've learned is that people are just waiting for this, right? We did the online conferences as well in 2020. They were probably better attended than the live event, but definitely you can't beat the live event. The industry is very much networking. It's the parties, it's the festival going on. Well, I guess the one thing I really learned is that side events are huge, right? So that is the big thing that people come in for. There's all the networking going on, and just to make the city very vibrant and have people meet together, I think that's the most important thing that I've learned over the last couple of years.
And what do you think for the industry itself? What's really exciting?
Exciting in the industry itself, in the event space. I feel like there's a big competition for speakers these days. Everyone's doing an event. Everyone's getting the big speakers out there. I focus on tech, so there's a lot of big events happening in March overseas, outside of Hong Kong, but I'll be here. We have a bunch of tech events happening here in March as well. Just want to shout out even their competitors. It's great to see, like, there's FOMO Asia, there's WOW Summit. These are 2 big tech conferences that are going to sandwich Art Basel, which is another big event happening in March. I don't think anybody's leaving Hong Kong this month. It's very exciting. So thank you for kicking it all off with your event, Jasper.
Well, we'll see. Is it too early to ask for tickets for next March 2020?
You're always invited, VIP, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Lau, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And good luck in 12 months.